When I confronted my mom about letting Harvey be alone with Sienna after surgery, she smiled and said, "He just wants to help." I just stared at her. That was 8 months ago. Yesterday, she sat in court crying as the judge took away her custody rights. When my little sister Sienna was 7, she turned into Marge Simpson, because that's when she turned extremely yellow from severe liver disease. The doctor said that if she didn't get a transplant in 2 months, she would be 6 feet under. I got tested, and I wasn't a match. So when they asked if I wanted to put her on the waiting list for a donation, I obviously said no, because I was a nurse. And I knew that if you weren't a rich white man with Prada sunglasses, then putting your name on the list would only lead to disappointment. So as soon as we got home, I called everyone in our family. My mom flat out refused because bikini season was coming up, so she didn't want a surgery scar. My dad said he didn't like hospitals. My brother Mike claimed he couldn't take time off work. We all knew he was unemployed. My SIL said her yoga retreat was non-refundable. That night, as I tucked Sienna into bed, I lied and told her everything would be okay. But 6 hours later, my wish came true, because that's when my cousin Jessie called. We hadn't spoken in 2 years, not since she started a LonelyFans after her divorce. I myself didn't gaff, but my family treated her like she had a disease. But now here she was, ready to save my sister's life. "I heard about Sienna," Jessie said. "I want to get tested." Long story short, she was able to donate, and we all lived happily ever after. LOL JK. Because as soon as I put the good news into the family group chat, my mom called. "What the actual EF is wrong with you?" she screamed over FaceTime. "You're gonna turn my daughter into a hoe, you effing idiot." I pinched the bridge of my nose before hanging up. Over text, she threatened me dozens of times before promising that she would find another way. "Okay, Mom, I trust you." I lied, and as soon as our texting battle was over, I booked a date for the transplant behind her back. I knew Sienna would need a lot of post-surgery support, so I started working 20-hour shifts to make sure I had enough money to take time off, and it was during this time that I let my mom babysit her, because I knew that no matter what, she would never hurt her. But then came March 24th. I walked into my mom's house to collect Sienna and found her sleeping on the couch. This was weird because even with the disease, Sienna never took naps. "Is she getting worse?" I whisper shouted. My mom just plastered a huge smile on her face. "Nope," she exclaimed. Before I could say anything else, her hand reached towards Sienna's shorts and pulled them down. My eyes widened, because right there, sitting just above her kitty cat, was a long scar. "Isn't it great? Uncle Harvey came through and donated." Bile rose in my throat. That's when Uncle Harvey appeared from around the corner. "Hey, darling." I felt his hand lingering on the small of my back, and his face had the same predatory smile I recognized from my childhood. "Well, don't be rude, honey. He just saved your sister's life. Give him a kiss." "Mom, I thought you said he moved to Canada," I asked, voice shaking. "He did, but then he came back just for Sienna." Every instinct screamed at me to run. Uncle Harvey's greedy eyes ran across my now adult body. As he pulled me in for a hug, he whispered, "Now your sister can have a piece of me forever, just like you used to." That time I couldn't stop myself from shoving him away. "You ungrateful little bitch," my mom said. "Have some effing respect. You better not still be hung up on those sick fantasies you used to come up with." "Yeah, my love," Uncle Harvey chimed in. I thought we had moved past that. I grabbed Sienna off the couch and bolted for the door. Her body was limp against mine. Behind me, my mother was screaming threats while Harvey just watched with that sick smile. As soon as I carried her into bed, I called my work to take the entire week off, and that night, Sienna woke up screaming. Uncle Harvey was there when I woke up. She sobbed. "In the hospital, he said I was his special girl now. He took pictures of my tummy." I held her while she cried, my heart shattering. She'd been conscious during recovery. She remembered everything. I had no effing idea what to do. Luckily, my mom decided for me, because the next morning, I got a call. It was the hospital. My mom had filed papers naming Harvey as Sienna's medical guardian due to the transplant. The hospital explained that as a living donor, Harvey